Hello everybody, I Inamullah from Anjuman Islam Abdul Azim Khatkate welcome you all on our YouTube channel. In this tutorial we shall study mensuration. In previous session we have already we discussed volume and surface area of cube and cuboid. In this tutorial we shall discuss volume and surface area of the cylinder and cone. Surface area of the cylinder. So here we have a cylinder on our screen. This cylinder has three basic parts which we going to split. Two circular parts can be taken out from a cylinder. One is called top surface area and one is called bottom surface area, and both the surfaces are circular in shape and both having same radius or diameter. When you remove these two circular surfaces from top and bottom, you will left with one hollow pillow pipe. If I'll cut this hollow pillow pipe like this, and after cutting this hollow pillow pipe, we can stretch and we can convert this curvical surface into a thin rectangular sheet. This rectangular sheet, length of this rectangular sheet is labeled as 2 pi r. Why? Before converting it into rectangular sheet, it was a curvical surface, and the upper edge of this curvical surface, which is highlighted in red, was a circular ring. This length of the rectangle is nothing but outer orbit of this circular ring, which we can call circumference of the circular ring or the top circular edge. And we know any of the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. That's why this length of the rectangular sheet is named as 2 pi r, because it is circumference of the circle, or it is same as the circumference of the cur curved surface of the cylinder. Breadth of this rectangular sheet is labeled as height, that is h, because this breadth is actually height of our cylinder. We know the area of a rectangular sheet, or area of a rectangle, is length into breadth, where the length is 2 pi r and breadth is h. So this way we can have formula to calculate curved surface area of the cylinder as 2 pi r into h. Now total surface area of the cylinder. Initially this cylinder had two circular surfaces. One was on the top and the other circular surface was taken out from the bottom of this cylinder. So when we talking about total surface area of the cylinder, it doesn't consist of only curvical surface. It includes two circular surfaces, one from top and one from bottom. These are two circular surfaces. If you include these two circular surfaces in curved surface area of the cylinder, they will give you total surface area of the cylinder. Now, total surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r into h. How this 2 pi r square came? We know one circular surface is pi r square, the other circular surface is pi r square. So 1 pi r square, 1 pi r square, total it is 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r into h. This is curved surface area. This is curved surface area. So area of this curved surface is 2 pi r into h. In that 2 pi 2 pi r is common, which is taken out as a common factor. So when you take out 2 pi r from here and here, in this term you will left with r and here you will left with h. So you can say the total surface area of a cylinder is actually 2 pi r into bracket r plus h. This formula we can use to find out total surface area of the cylinder. Now, till now we have discussed two formula. One is curved surface area of the cylinder, which is 2 pi r into h, and the other is total surface area of the cylinder, 2 pi r into bracket r plus h. Hope it is clear to everybody how to find out formula and what are the formulae and how these formulae came. Let us discuss volume of the cylinder. This is a cylinder which is a regular shape, which is a regular object from bottom to top. Regular object means any three-dimensional object where the base surface area is same as top surface area of that object, whether it is in cuboidal shape, cube shape or cylindrical shape. So this is a cylinder. We need to find out volume of this cylinder. So first we are going to derive formula to calculate volume of this cylinder. As we discussed in our previous video, that the volume of any regular shape is same as base surface area into height. So this is height of our cylinder. Look, as you fill this cylinder, you can fill till its height. So base surface area is circular, which is pi r square, and height is denoted by h. So this way volume of the cylinder can be taken as pi r square times height. So this is your formula to calculate volume of the cylinder, that is pi r square into h. Now volume of the cone. So there is a relation between volume of the cone and volume of the cylinder. And to discuss this relationship, we have taken one cylinder and one cone where the height and diameter of both are same. Means the height of the cylinder is same as height of the cone and diameter of this cylinder is same as diameter of this cone. So if I'll fill this cone with any fluid or any substance, and if I'll pour this substance or fluid in my cylinder, so I need to repeat this process 3 times to completely fill this cylinder, and that is the exact relationship between cylinder and cone. Look, I filled once, now I am going to fill it again twice. Again I am going to fill this cylinder, that is twice. So as you can see, we use a cone of same diameter and height as the case of a cylinder to pour some substances from this cone to the cylinder, and we repeated this process thrice to completely fill the cylinder. It indicates a relationship between volume of the cylinder and volume of the cone. It proves that volume of the cylinder is actually 3 times the volume of the cone. Or in other words, we can say that volume of the cone is 1/3 of the volume of the cylinder. So either you say volume of the cylinder is 3 times the volume of the cone, or you can say volume of the cone is 1/3 of the volume of the cylinder. Volume of the cylinder is pi r square into h, which we discuss, which we already discussed in this video. Volume of the cylinder pi r square into h. So in that way, volume of the cone is actually 1/3 of volume of the cylinder, that is pi r square into h. So volume of the cylinder is 1/3 into pi r square into h. Let us take an example. We have a cylindrical ice cream container. This cylindrical ice cream container contains 1 kg ice cream. We have certain number of ice cream cones, where the capacity to hold the where the capacity of each cone is 100 grams to hold the ice cream. We need to find out how many such cone we can fill with this 1 kg ice cream. So look at this. My first ice cream is filled up. My second ice cream is filled up. Third ice cream is filled up. Fourth, fifth, sixth. So total 10 ice creams were filled up completely, and our container is empty. 1 kg ice cream was there in our container. Capacity of one cone is actually 100 grams. So here, what am I doing? Number of cones is equals to volume of this cylinder, that is container, which is 1 kg, 1000 grams, and volume of the cone is 100 grams. So if I'll divide 1000 grams, that is volume of the cylinder, by 100 grams, that is volume of one cone, I'll be getting 10, that is number of cones.